Well, hello everybody, welcome to Best Life and Beyond. We're back at Disneyland. Look, there's the subs. We're at the Nemo Lagoon right here.
This is our weekly fun.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
As usual, we did Friday, now we're doing Saturday.
Correct.
We know that the hills are gone in Toontown.
The hills are alive. No, I was gonna say the hills are alive. The hills are
not
gone.
alive, they're dead.
Yes, the hills are dead. With the walls from Toontown.
I don't know this person.
The walls are
okay,
dead.
There's also some construction in Tomorrowland, and we'll get some breakfast and just kind of keep you updated of what's happening in Disneyland. That's kind of what we do.
Yeah, we figure we're here, so why not bring you guys along?
You should be here too.
Let's do it.
All right.
The reflection in Monstros' gullet, or the roof of his mouth. Look, you can see the shadow of his teeth.
Some would say glitter.
Some would say glitter.
I wish it was.
Yeah, he's got...
He's just waking up. We caught him in the middle of a yawn.
Yeah, he's like...
You getting breakfast over at Red Rose?
Could you just float something down through my gullet? I'll just keep my mouth open so it makes it easier for it. I'm not sure why Monstro sounds like Hank Hill, but...
I don't know why either.
All right, we came over to Red Rose for the breakfast situation, and it's always cool because look who you get to watch while you're sitting here in the patio.
Whilst you're dining.
Whilst you're dining, yes, Katie. Hook is just such a generous land host.
Yes.
Look at him greeting the people. He probably hasn't had breakfast yet. He's probably hungry, but look, he's out there doing his thing.
A hook's got to do what a hook's got to do.
Speaking of hooks, we hooked up some platters.
Yay!
Katie always gets Mickey pancake pretty much all the time when she comes here.
Yeah, I tried that French toast the one time, which was really good, but you can't, like, you know, when you haven't had your classic in a while, you just need it.
Right, and I ventured into the same thing I always do, so it's not really an adventure.
Yeah.
Breakfast platter. Here comes the Pearly Band. All right, making our way to Toontown. We're all full from breakfast, ready for tunage. Population.
What this is going to feel like.
You're anticipating very high population today. Numbers just keep going up.
I just wonder what it's going to be like with no, like, green hills back there. I see one.
Yeah, they left one chunk up.
Well, that is. I haven't watched any videos. I've heard talk.
Well, Best Life and Beyond did a video you should check out. It's pretty cool.
I've seen that one, but there were still other hills.
Because you had to go home that day early, so I just didn't know if you ever saw it. They took down the WDI and everything.
You just called me out, man.
And?
Wait, they took the Imagineering out?
Well, there was three, you know, some of the hills actually said WDI, the three hills in the foreground behind the gate.
I had no idea.
As a nod to Walt Disney Imagineers.
Oh, I didn't know.
But that was the chunk that is in our video that they took down first. Well, they took the W. The D and the I were still there, and they took the W. But now it's completely gone. Toontown gas station, the pumps have been revitalized. The tanks have been cleaned. The fish are happy.
Yeah, there's been times when there's been quite some barnacles on there.
Well, yeah, and some, you know...
there used to be bubbles, I think, though.
I think there was bubbles.
At some point, if I'm not mistaken.
But that could have been the issue with the... there was like some algae going on or something in there.
It was barnacles.
They needed to get one of those... algae suckers in there for the side.
Algae be gone?
Algae be gone.
But no, I swear that there was bubbles, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I vaguely remember seeing bubbles at some point. I know there was.
Well, technically, this isn't Toontown gas. It's Goofy's Kaboom gas.
Oh, Goofy's Kaboom.
Or Goofy's gas, and this is Kaboom formula right here.
Ah.
Here's the regular. If you don't want to pay extra for the Kaboom. I like to pay for the Kaboom myself.
Well, that's you. I don't. You
Yeah.
have a nicer car than I.
Well.
This is mine, right here.
It's your,
my jalopy.
Your hoopty? Your jalopy? That's what my grandma would have called it, a jalopy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. It's a good car. She's served me well over the years. Hey, everyone. Listen, my steering wheel needs a little... Just turning over this way.
It's a haunted...
That's my actual license plate, though.
Goofball. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And as we kind of wander to the edge of Toontown, those are the last remaining green hills that house the Toontown sign, because these are all gone. I guess and if you guys saw in the last video, we showed you this section when it was still here and it was being dismantled, but now it's gone completely. The old WDI hills and all that. But we're gonna go wander over to Donald's boat and get a little bird's eye and see if we can see a little more like in the last video. All right, here we are up top, and you can see the employee building over there for Disney now. That's the one that's right off the 5 freeway.
Corporate building, yeah.
The corporate building.
Come over here.
Well, this is the angle we had last time. I'm just showing that. Quite a difference from our last update, you guys, and it's only been, you know, half a week or so. You can see where they stopped the demo right there, that straight line. So there are more hills back there that you can't really see from the ground level. I assume those will be next. It's just really bizarre when they break that fourth wall, because you realize how close the world is.
Right, I know, because the freeway is just past the building there.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the building.
That's so weird.
And the harbor exit is, you know, it's like right over here.
Yeah. That's so weird. It feels weird looking at it like that.
And I heard that they already demoed a couple of buildings that were back there. There was a rehearsal hall back there that they demoed. Stuff that we can't see, obviously, that's in between us and the employee building.
That's so crazy.
Pretty cool. While we're up here, I just noticed it's kind of weird that you can see the backside of Galaxy's Edge and the fact that it's a facade. I wonder if they'll ever cover that up. I'm sure they will. That's interesting. Okay, leaving Donald's boat. One of many backsides of water here in Disneyland.
It's at 11:30.
I wonder if they'll keep this chunk of the Toontown Hill because it's so iconic. And oh, Katie, did you just? Was that you that stood on the?
That was Henry.
Henry stood on it.
I'm trying to walk away.
I love these.
Henry.
Oh,
He won't stop.
that was a good one.
He's unstoppable today.
Pretty interesting from this vantage to look past City Hall and not see any background. So strange. It really gave it depth. It made it seem like it was bigger. You know, Disney with that perspective mastery. All right, we made our way into Roger Rabbit cartoon spin in the queue. Almost there. Waiting for our taxi cab.
So I have an idea. I'm wondering if you want to do it. We've got to try to do the whole ride backwards. Like facing the car backwards. You have to keep it.
That's hard to do.
That's why it's a challenge. Challenge begins.
This way. All right, Katie's gonna spin us backwards. Oh! Oh!
Oh my god. It's really hard. Oh my god.
Never saw that face. Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it spinning. Oh my god. Ah! It looks cool though, huh?
Yeah.
So weird, huh?
It's disorienting.
Yeah, it is disorienting. But it's kind of cool to do. Whoa! Dude, this is so disorienting right now.
Now it looks like we're falling on our backs.
But I don't know, it's kind of cool in a weird way.
Yeah.
You notice stuff you didn't notice. Like that organ, I never noticed Alright, that was a workout for me, but I have to say it was worth it. It was so weird.
Yeah, you're fighting it the whole time.
I mean, not too bad though. It kind of like knows that you want to go backwards and it allows it a little bit.
So what if you didn't fight it at all? Would it
I think it would spin it forward.
it would do it, it would just keep it in a certain...
But I have to say, like, out of like the 9,000 times I've been on this attraction, that was like...
Well, I saw stuff I've never seen, which is
right?
kind of weird. I never saw those boots ever before.
So you guys have to try that and let us know if you've ever done just fully backwards. And if it was disorienting, did you notice shifting?
It's not easy. All right, we made our way over to Mickey's Magical Map. It's right next door to the Toontown train station, if you're wondering. Katie's very excited. We're gonna get a closer look. We always sit in the back, but we're gonna get a...
We'll go a little closer to the side, but still closer.
Okay.
I got it.
Long ago, it was a land unlike any other.
This map is magic! I'm the king of the swing and roll. Don't move me out, I don't want like you. Talk like you do.
The water's always changing, always flowing. At last I see the light.
The show just stopped kind of abruptly. Some sort of technical problem, so there you go.
Cancel it. Like, it's over.
That's what happens. So the map has a mind of its own, as they say.
I hope it wasn't because of an injury or something.
No, it was technical, but so we move on. All right, over in Tomorrowland, in front of Path of the Jedi, as well as in front of Space Mountain, there is a new Fast Pass system that is being rolled out. I think as a test, or at least they're starting it here in Tomorrowland. What we know is that it's a digital Fast Pass system that eliminates the paper. So if you had a daily ticket for the park, you could come up and utilize it here and get your Fast Pass return time, and then everything is linked to your ticket and the app. I'm told this is just specific to Tomorrowland, so the attractions that are on Fast Pass in Tomorrowland would be serviced through this section, and it's just another way to eliminate crowds building up at the Fast Pass stations for each ride. You know, it takes up a lot of real estate, so this is a good way to get it taken care of in one convenient spot per land. We think that's the idea. And over here at Star Tours, the wall that we showed in our last update, or the scrim wall, graphic scrim wall, still up. They've actually added one to the other side, the opposite side now as well. And here's the thing, we're not sure what the result of this is going to be. I kind of made a mistake in the last video. I said that this was the speed tunnel. I totally spaced out. It's been so long since I've ridden the People Mover. This was not the. This was where it went through Inner Space and Star Tours, and you could look into the queue. Basically, is what that was.
Scrim, scrim,
It's pretty good.
Oh, and then we still have the French fry rock removal in progress.
Yeah, French Fry Rock still doing their thing. Still rocking, non-rocking.
Non-rocking.
Yeah. All right, well that wraps it up, you guys. Great day. That was
Super fun
cool.
Saturday. I hope this gave you a little park update and just brought some fun to your life. That's really all it's about.
Yeah, we like to show you kind of what the crowd volume is. Very high today.
Definitely.
But hey, we still had a good time, which is
always have a good time.
yeah.
So if you liked this video and you had a good time, let us know by giving it a thumbs up.
And make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that you know when we go live and when we drop new videos.
Yes, and if you want to support our channel, you can become a Patreon member. I'll put all the information in the description box right there below.
She will, I promise she will. And we'll see you next time on Best Life and Beyond. Bye-bye, everybody!